Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 16th to the 22nd. This is for Pisces, Pisces rising, and Pisces moon. And before we jump into it, just a personal message. I want to thank you all so much for all your messages, all your comments. They really, really were so meaningful for me, and it really did help me get through the crazy week that I did. Clearly, I'm out of the hospital and feeling much better. So I really just want to thank you. Thank you. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are so amazing. The other thing is I am filming this at a certain time of day that I normally don't do. So maybe a little bit like darker or whatnot, but I'm trying to, now that I can do your readings, I'm trying to, get these readings in for you because this is a big week. This is a big week, and we're going to jump right in. This is the week of your eclipse, Pisces. We're here. Okay. So I want you to know you're going through some major transformation. I want you to consider this, beginning of September, you may have started feeling a lot of changes already that started happening in your life. Okay. This is going to be big. This is going to be profound and significant. It's kicked off with that new moon in Virgo, but there was a lot of other things that are happening. I think you could have felt a lot of, maybe some pressure too with the Saturn oppositions that we had. The Saturn square. Saturn is in your sign as well and is going to be highly active during this eclipse as well. So it really is a time where the key theme that I want you to take away from this eclipse is release. There is release. All right. Because, it is still at the end of the day, a full moon. Okay. A really, 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 really strong full moon. But nonetheless, a supermoon, right? Full moon. But they bring changes, culminations, turning points. And the fact that it's an eclipse, it's going to be pretty significant. Now, I want you to think about breaking down walls. You could be breaking down walls around this time. And as you know, as a Pisces, there are no walls with Pisces, right? So if there's anything that you need to release, it's now chiseling those walls to let them go. Leave it in the past, okay? Really, really have your big awakening. This is a time of your great awakening. All right. And I've been telling all the other signs, well, most of their signs, yeah, it's an emotional eclipse. It's in your sign, Pisces, water sign, but then it's also an eclipse. Eclipses can be emotional. Full moons are emotional. Mars is in Cancer, heightens that emotion. So even if you need to have like a good cry, that's a release. I can attest to it. It feels good after, just whatever you need to face. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. And I'm really harping on this because Neptune is going to be conjuncting this eclipse as well. So use this eclipse to empower yourself. Whatever you need to do, all the things that you have to release, use it now to empower yourself moving forward. Again, I can't even this is in your sign. Pisces, this is in your sign. And one thing that I pointed out on this calendar is you see 2 weeks from now. Okay. Remember, eclipses come in pairs. So we have that new moon solar eclipse that's happening in Libra. That's going to be 2 weeks from now. So when I say transformation, transition, all these changes that are happening, it really is for the next few weeks. So this is the time this week to release what no longer serves you well. Okay. To make room for all these new things that's going to bring you greater balance in your life. This is it. Okay. And you've got this new moon solar eclipse that's happening in Libra in your 8th house. That is true transformation. That is death and rebirth transformation. Okay. Phoenix rising from the ashes transformation. It's also really deep, intense relationships, even like financial matters, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. What I want you to know is that this eclipse, as I mentioned in your monthly forecast, is giving you a preview of 2025 and 2026. Okay. To be honest, because we're moving into the Pisces Virgo axis. So you're just going to be going through some changes throughout your life. And I made a video on eclipses. Never fear eclipses. Change is the only constant in this world. And so you're just moving into this place where 2026 is when it ends, right? The Pisces Virgo axis. And then in August 2026. Okay, so it's going to be a few years of that, and all the eclipses that are happening in your sign in the next 2 years, Pisces, are all lunar eclipses. They're all lunar eclipses. So this a sense of like release of all these things that will bring relief. Okay, so and then in August 2026, that's when we move to the Aquarius Leo axis. All right, we'll talk about that in 2026. But for now, Saturn, Neptune, and obviously the Moon are in your sign for this eclipse. We've got the Sun and Mercury in Virgo during this eclipse. Remember, pay attention to this eclipse in this entire month, especially with partnerships as well, because Virgo rules your seventh house of partnerships, relationships, commitments, things like that. All right, if you want to throw in Jupiter. They're in Jupiter. Jupiter's in Gemini. So that means we have 6 planets in mutable signs. Change. Big change. Big change. Really big change that's happening here. And a lot of it is leading you into these really powerful relationships. Okay. But a lot of it is also letting go of the ones that are not serving you well. Okay. And it can be work, it can be home, whatever resonates with you, the one-on-one relationships, but mutable is just, easily adapting to change too. So I feel like it almost just seems like you want this big change in your life. One thing I'm going to point out is Neptune, like I said earlier, will be conjuncting the eclipse. Actually, I don't know if I said that, but Neptune will be conjuncting the eclipse. As you know, Saturn is very active and up there as well. Okay. So both of these planets are in your sign. Your sign is you're a water sign. Okay. Very intuitive. And this eclipse is going to be equally emotional. As I mentioned, you are the collective unconscious. You are Pisces, all right? So there's that dream factor, that dreamy factor that I love about Pisces. And in two senses, one, yes, literal dreams. I mean, you are the native ruler of the 12th house. And so that's dreams. So pay attention to your dreams this week. Please pay attention to your dreams. You, among all the signs, you are among the most intuitive. And so you could be receiving messages, all right? Now, the other thing is, when I say dreams, as in, I have a dream. I have a dream and I'm going to move toward it. This is such an artistic, I love this eclipse. I'm not going to lie. I love this eclipse for you. This is a chance. This eclipse is asking you to go really deep, to ask yourself, am I being honest with myself, with my pursuits, with the things that I want for my future? All right. So ask yourself, what do I need to release? All right. It can be in your physical world. It could be within you. There could be something within you where that intuitive energy is going to be strong, especially during this eclipse, especially for you, Pisces. This eclipse is all about creativity, imagination, healing, both mental and emotional health. All right. Spirituality. All right. Really strong around this time, that theme of spirituality, empathy, compassion, even artistry. I just feel like if there's this artist in you is going to come out. But regardless, it is that, collective unconscious. And when I say that, think about your sign. Okay, think about even your glyph, even if your constellation is the fish moving upstream, the fish moving downstream. If you want to think of that as conscious, subconscious, go for it. That's, this is you, right? Pisces. But what I want you to do is think about being part of this school of fish, swimming, moving toward this great awakening. That's what this is. Okay. And so this eclipse is really asking you to just be part of this school of fish. Okay. That's what's going to help you evolve. All right. And that's what's going to help the world evolve as well. Just imagine everyone vibrating at this really high frequency. Ooh, how great. How great. All right. Now, like I said, Neptune is going to be highly charged, but so will Mercury. Mercury is in its domicile and exaltation in Virgo. And so Mercury is going to be opposite Saturn in Pisces in your sign. And so there is a sense of reality check. When I say be honest with yourself and be your authentic self, I truly mean that as in Neptune brings us lower frequencies of illusion, delusion, escapism, big thing here. Okay, self-sabotage, big thing that Neptune is trying to bring up during this eclipse. And so, and Mercury is just trying to get all the facts, trying to be logical through all of this. So there really could be this back and forth tug of war, disconnect, reconnect energy between, especially with partnerships. Again, this Virgo energy, it's all about partnerships. So that could be a big, theme for you around this eclipse. But just remember, have that release. Have that release to be your authentic self. Whatever you need to release. It can be habits. It can be grudges. It can be, denial. Anything holding you back. Okay, it was something in your physical world. This eclipse is just really asking you to open your heart and have that self-love. All right. And that's going to make the big difference here. Now, I did, talking about Mercury opposite Saturn, I would just avoid signing anything really big around this time, anything like contracts, agreements, anything really big, just because these two planets are truly not seeing eye to eye. They're actually glaring at each other. So just keep that in mind. And then Thursday, September 19th, look how wonderful. The sun is going to trine Uranus. This is that big breakthrough energy. I love this moment. I love this moment for you. All right. So this is you having a breakthrough of your own, like even maybe like a mental breakthrough, maybe even having like this sense of freeness, but this is also receiving unexpected news and surprises. We're talking about Uranus here. This is in fact a really great, wonderful grand trine, great Earth trine that we're having, because remember, Sun is in Virgo, Uranus is in Taurus, Pluto moved back into Capricorn. So really wonderful. And you see it's like Saturday, the 21st, September 21st, the Sun trine Pluto. So you see it's happening throughout this week. It's just so amazing. And then with the Sun trine Pluto, by the way, there could be someone opening doors for you. There's really maybe a VIP to someone, that authority that could be, making a big difference in your life. It could also be a friend that, I would stay very connected with friendships around this time, because Pluto, having moved back into Capricorn for the next 2 months, is your 11th house. So that is your social network, groups you belong to, communities that you belong to, even like the LinkedIn community, something with social media as well. But this is all part of your personal transformation. But you see also on Sunday that we do officially move into Libra season. We're going to talk more about Sunday with Venus. You see Venus is moving into Scorpio as well. That's going to be really, that's spicy. We'll talk about that more next week, because those aspects are going to have more of an impact and influence on the week after. But I just really wanted to point out the fact that we're moving into Libra season, the equinox as well, and the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. Lot of Libra energy. All right. And currently Venus is in Libra in its domicile right now. So you could be really feeling that intensely with partnerships, maybe even business partners as well. Something with money here. But again, part of your transformation, your personal transformation. So let's see what's going on with you, Pisces, for the week of September 16th to the 22nd. Again, for Pisces, Pisces rising, and Pisces moon. Oh my goodness, Pisces. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. All right, Pisces. I do a traditional Cultic cross spread. It offers the best overview, in my opinion, especially for a weekly reading, especially for a week like this. Come on, this is a big old eclipse on your side. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. Secondly, Pisces, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, the sun. Okay, so all right. You can see. I'm looking at the camera. You can see now. Okay, or the video screen. You can see the cards, which is great. Okay, so Pisces. Wow. All right. So there's something you're good. You're just gonna have to you're gonna have to let it go. It's it's something that you're gonna have to let go. And I do feel like a lot of it could be really beneficial for your spiritual growth, for your awakening. It seems like a lot of y'all may be stuck on something this week. Take that time to really go deep. Okay, really go deep. Well, let's get started. You got the Knight of Cups. All right, so Knight of Cups. There you go. The Knight of Cups is Pisces, by the way, right? Knight of Cups is someone who you see the fish all over his armor. Listen, a lot of creative energy with the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is truly romantic. Really embodies a lot of that Pisces energy. Very, into the arts. Very, and when I say romantic, yeah, with another person, but also just romantic, like toward the arts and whatnot. But very imaginative. Very, very like in it to win it in terms of I want to, seek things that are going to fulfill me emotionally, right? You even see him extending the cup. So yeah, this is why we call him like the knight in shining armor, the, Prince Charming, whatever you want to call it, because he's seeking love and seeking this partnership. If you are not at all, this is just you wanting to feel emotionally fulfilled with your pursuits. Okay. So you could have been moving into that. A lot of y'all could have come into a place where there's been a lot more focus on relationships for you. I wouldn't be surprised with Venus in Libra. Venus is relationships. Libra is relationships. It's in your 8th house of, your deep, intense relationships. But I really, really love this for you because it is there's a sense of like, I recognize I want to be fulfilled emotionally. I want that joy. I want to be happy. 2 of Wands in the heart of your spread. So 2 of Wands, I'm going to show you something here. All right. You see that he's got 1 foot in the castle. He's got 1 foot out. And same thing with the wands. There's 1 wand in, there's 1 wand out. All right. He's standing at the highest point of the castle. He's got this great view. Really great view. Okay. So the world in his hand as well. So a lot of planning here, a lot of like, let me figure things out for things to come together. All right. Think about like medieval times. He's strong. This is like the most underestimated card. This is a really, really strong card because it is attributed to Mars and Aries. And again, this is someone standing at the highest point of his castle who is just, let's say, like won this huge war. Okay. So there's that sense of accomplishment and I got the world in my hands. What's next? You win a huge war. What's next? What's next for me? Okay, what do I do now? So there is a sense of planning your next steps. All right. So there is a sense of being strategic as well as you move forward. Just real quickly, I'm not going to go too much into it, but you even see like in the hillside here, a lot of different features, a lot of different details that point out, or you can see other cards in it. Okay. Like the depictions of what's happening in other cards. So he does have this truly great view and can be strategic right now, like what to avoid, what to move toward. So use that right now. Use this eclipse to your advantage in terms of what is the next step for me. Okay. And then you've got the Queen of Wands crossing in your challenge area here. Queen of Wands, there may be someone here who, is there any jealousy, or there could be someone that just is in your life that you may feel is a little too much. Okay. Just a little bit too much. Someone who could be very Regina George, but at the same time, just someone who could be not seeing eye to eye with you. All right. These are 2 Aries cards, by the way. All right. So it could be having this impact on your self-worth, your self-value. Don't forget the North Node is in Aries right now. It rules your 2nd house of that. Okay. 2nd house is also values and possessions, income, salary, money. So there could be work stuff here. Wands, remember career. It could be a boss that's you're just not seeing eye to eye with, a CEO. There could be something here. She is the entrepreneur, by the way. All right. So could even be like a business partner, like I said, especially with that Libra energy that we're moving into that we've already got, your 8th house. But anyway, just plan things out. What is going to be best for me? What's going to be best for me? You've got that 4 of Swords in your crown, which is great. Use that energy, that stillness of mind. It is in your crown. All right. So have that stillness of mind. Trust yourself. Have that sense of like, let me take a break. Let me see. Let me go within. Have these intuitive moments and see what's possible. See my path forward. Go within. You've got all this comfort. There's so much comfort in the 4 of Swords. So much comfort here. So I really want you to think about that. All right. I really want you to think about that, especially, moving forward, because you got the 9 of Wands in the root of your spread. 9 of Wands in the root of your spread is saying that you're hanging on. You're not giving up. You're really, this card is all about perseverance, all about just, it's the don't give up card. Like you've made it this far. You're at 9. So definitely continue to, have both feet on the ground, and just be observant. Be observant to what's happening this week, just like that Two of Wands energy. Okay, you have the Five of Cups in your future again. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Five of Cups in your future. There may be something that you are, may not. It could have like an emotional impact on you. This card really, truly is about emotional healing and being able to let go of the past. Remember what I said. This week is all about release. So how that release without turning back. You see the two cups behind him, right? You started off with the Knight of Cups here. You got those two cups, referencing the Two of Cups. All you gotta do is pick up those cups, cross the bridge, go home. Okay, you're gonna be fine. That bridge connects the past and the future. You see the water going under the bridge. Remember I said release whatever you need to release. Water under the bridge. Those cups are spilled. They're spilled. You can't do anything about it. But you can pick up those two cups and have this auspicious future, this new one for yourself. I'll pull a clarifier for you. Yeah, I have the Three of Swords. What's Pisces? Come on, what's going on here? Oh, wow. Okay. So, you got the Three of Swords, and then you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Like, it just seems like you're going to have to go through an experience that may be a little bit emotionally impactful for you in order to reap this wonderful, like, where you need to be. I mean, like, that's the 10. Come on. That's the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to be wonderful. This is prosperity. It's success. It's, a lot of money. This card indicates, inheritance is highly associated with the Ten of Pentacles. And remember what I said with Venus and Libra right now in your eighth house. Eighth house, shared resources. So that can be inheritance as well, investments or whatever. There's abundance here. There's family energy here. There's so much family energy here. But this is coming into your physical reality. All right. Now, and so appreciating the things that are in your physical world and truly experiencing that abundance right here, that's in your future. But coming after the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords, these are two cards of emotional healing. All right. So there may be some emotional healing that you're going to be doing that leads to this great success, this prosperity. Now, one interesting thing that's happening here, you got the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords. You got the Knight of Cups here. And then you've got this Five of Cups energy with the Two of Cups behind it. Now you got the Ten of Pentacles. So these are two Libra cards. And then you've got the Knight of Cups. And then the Ten of Pentacles is actually a Virgo card. Remember what I said, Virgo rules your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. So there could be something coming, all right? And again, it can be work. It can be career. I mean, these are Pentacles if you're not here for love or romance, but it can be love and romance, all right? It can be, something that just feels, again, this is more about your physical world, all right? You having done the work to obtain this prosperity and success. So let's get to your staff. Yeah, let's get to your stuff. All right. I thought there was something else I was going to say, but I completely, come on. I just got out of the hospital. Pisces, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I remember what I was going to say right here. Well, look at the, okay. Oh gosh. And then there's your affirmation. Well, what I was going to say is that likely career stuff is happening for a lot of y'all. And if you're not here for a career, if you're, like in school, or if you're retired or whatever it is, whatever you're exerting all your energy into that you want to be known for. Okay. Or something that is just bringing you this like big passion. I'm putting all this passion toward that. What I was going to say is that the Nine of Wands is Sagittarius. Okay. This card is attributed to Moon in Sagittarius. Therefore, Sagittarius rules your 10th house of career. All right. So I, with that Ten of Pentacles, like, oh, okay. And then you got that Two of Wands. So a lot of y'all could be here career wise where something could happen where it's just like, oh, bummer. But you have an eclipse in your side that's pushing you toward this new reality that is going to be very prosperous. And then look at what just happened here. I don't even amazing. Like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely wonderful because you got the Ace of Wands, and so there. That's just amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so a lot of this is just kind of like giving me clarity that you are seeking this something new. Okay, something this passion. It could be a passion project. It could be something like you've got these great ideas, creative ideas that you're ready to move forward with, but also career, profession, your ambitions, enterprise, all of that here. So continue to move forward and know that everything's going to work out because look at what's happening here. You have the sun and your external factors again. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is just enormous. You know that it's just, that's what life is, right? Week after week, it's just like we're progressing, we're moving forward. I mean, this is just the fact that you got the sun and your external factors again after last week. I remember you getting that. There you go. There you go. Consider the sun just clearing all the shadows in your life. In fact, with Venus and Libra in your 8th house, Libra just ruling your 8th house in general. Like, that's doing a lot of shadow work as well. So it's really great to do, even for some of y'all, maybe like this purging of like, okay, I am truly releasing this. I do not want this as part of my journey moving forward. Okay, I'm vibrating at this high frequency and being my authentic self, and feel very proud of that. I feel very proud of that. But the sun, optimism. Okay, there's that optimism. There's that abundance with the sun. Biggest yes in tarot. Biggest yes in tarot. If you got a tarot reading, you know that. You see the wisdom child here. Remember, I talked about that freeness. Just feeling really good. Sense of purity, achievements, accomplishments. This is wonderful. With that 10 of Pentacles. You have the 5 of Pentacles. You know, this is just saying that that's the last thing you want. All right. You do not want things holding you back. You do not want, even like a person. Okay. There is likely like, I don't want this holding me back. Some of y'all, by the way, could be family members. There could be something with family happening here. Just recognize that. Recognize what it is that you need to move forward from, or if there is something where you need to have conversations about instead of, you know, feeling that there's that weight on you. All right. Remember, this is a week of release, and it's only going to empower you when you face those things that you know that you have to release. And even if it is just like a feeling, again, it really is up to you. But this is an eclipse in your side that's going to be really big. But you know, the 8 of Wands and your final outcome, you're going to be, I mean, you're fine. You're good. Everything's going to move forward for you in this really wonderful way. Okay. So, look, 9 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. These are 2 Sagittarius cards. This card is actually attributed to Mercury and Sagittarius. So yeah, you could be getting, like I said earlier, really wonderful news that boom, things are moving forward for you. We call these arrows, we call it like the arrows of love as well. So there could be, if you're here for love and romance, there you go. You're going to be absolutely fine. This is a lot of movement, a lot of activity, a lot of things happening for you, but take that action. Take that action. Okay. You see the wands completely aligned. Everything's aligning for you. You remember, I said your passions, your ambitions, everything that you're truly invested in. Even work-related matters. Okay, what I was saying with the 9 of Wands here as well. So just really, really, just oh my gosh, that freeness that comes with that 8 of Wands, and that's, you know, the sun, and even with that the 10 of Pentacles here. I mean, like, this is just really wonderful. So definitely plan your next step, and in terms of like what is the next step for me in terms of me moving toward my more, you know, like my authentic self and the path that I know. I mean, this is absolutely wonderful. The Ace of Wands here too. So definitely take that time, really go within. Okay, this is all about like meditation, but it is also, it's chakra work as well. All right. It's really just having that flow within you. Actually, I'm going to point out something out. Last thing I'm going to point out. Look at the 3 swords. Look at where they're pointing. Okay. The heart chakra, the throat chakra, the crown chakra. Have that awakening. Okay. Have that stillness of mind to come to that awakening and do that chakra work, especially communication too. Okay. But you're going to be fine. There's definitely going to be something that you may have to do some emotional healing, but like I said, this eclipse is pretty emotional. Look at what it leads to. Look at what it leads to. You're going to be you're in good hands. There's even something that you may have been working on, especially with that 901s and the 801s here. Something that you were working on that it's going to happen now. Okay. Something's going to land. And this is very swift movement too. So you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Anyway, Pisces. Oh gosh. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it helps the algorithm. If you like and subscribe, leave comments. And next week, Pisces, we'll talk about moving into Libra season. I mean, that's going to be big for you, right? That's going to be really, really, really big. Your 8th house there. And yeah, okay. We'll do that next week. And all the other aspects. There's a lot happening next week. And y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next week. All right. Thanks. And you're okay. Thanks so much, Pisces. It's like I can't let you go. I love y'all so much. All right, Pisces, I'm really gonna let you go. All right, I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye bye.